Welcome to American Veterans Forum, V-Spann. My name is Mark Sides. I'll be your host this evening. And today is a great day. We're going to have a couple guests here today. First one I'd like to introduce is Richard Groherring. He is the Department Commander for the Department of Illinois. And I'd also like to introduce Pam Ray, which is the Department of Illinois American Legion Auxiliary President for 2010-2011. The American Legion family consists of several different parts, but we're very honored to have both of you here today, and we thank you very much for taking the time to do this. We do appreciate it. You know, a lot of people know what the American Legion is. The American Legion has been around since 1919, and they see these buildings with the American Legion on them all the time, and they hear about it every now and then, not as much as we'd like them to, but a lot of people don't know what the American Legion Auxiliary is. And Pam, if you would, why don't you tell us a little bit about what the American Legion Auxiliary is?
Sure. The American Legion Auxiliary is the only congressionally chartered women's patriotic organization. We were organized with a mission to support the American Legion and to support the American Legion with the programs, their legislation issues, and also to support the military families, their children, and the communities.
Okay, basically you have a few of the added projects that you do, but majority of it is to support the American Legion?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, very good. How do you fulfill the mission for your American Legion Auxiliary and for the veterans? How do you do that?
We have several ways that we can fulfill that mission. We work very hard to with the American Legion to find out what families of our military need. We have programs such as the Children and Youth Program. We have Veterans Affairs and Rehabilitation Program. We have the program that allows us to offer families the opportunity to apply for temporary assistance if they need to.
And these are veterans, like some of them when they're deployed. When the veterans are deployed, you help out the veterans' family and the kids. I know some of the projects are really heart-touching, and I know a lot of the auxiliary members are very proud of that, as you should be, because you guys are making a difference in the lives of these kids, and that's always a wonderful thing, and we really, really appreciate that. You know, the family aspect is something that the auxiliary takes very seriously, and you know, the things like the ability to go to college, things like that. You know, there's a lot of programs out there that the auxiliary really takes by the horns and works hard and makes a difference. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, the American Legion Auxiliary has a very large scholarship program that's available to children of veterans. We have several scholarships, such as scholarships for graduating seniors. We have scholarships for continuing college students. We have scholarships available that are strictly for Korean War veteran families. Those particular scholarships are provided through our Illini Girl State program. We also have a scholarship through our Children and Youth program. So we have lots of choices for families to look at.
You mentioned Girl State. What exactly is Girl State? A lot of our viewers don't know what Girl State is. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes. Illini Girl State is a program that we offer to girls who have just finished their junior year in high school. It is a week-long program. It is held at Eastern Illinois University campus. And what we do is allow these young ladies to come in. They form their own city, county, and state governments for 1 week. They elect officials. They pass legislation. They also have wonderful speakers from throughout the state of Illinois. Sometimes it's senators and representatives. Many times it's Legion members also come and speak to our young ladies. It's a program that is highly recognized when the girls go to fill out their college applications.
Great. Well, thank you for everything you do with that, because it is making a huge difference. Commander, I know as a Legionnaire, you've been involved in the Poppy program before.
Yes, I have.
And that is a great program, because the Poppy programs, for those of you who don't know, poppies are made by disabled veterans. Every one of them are made by disabled veterans. And the American Legion doesn't sell poppies, we distribute them. I got dinged on that one. But can you tell us a little bit about what happens to the money? I mean, when people see these Legionnaires and auxiliary members distributing these poppies, where does that money go?
For us, the money is put into a special fund that is used only to assist veterans. We can use those funds to offer veterans in the VA medical centers clothing, comfort items, things they might need. We also can use those funds for a very special project. It's called Honor Flight. Honor Flight is a program that takes our World War II veterans to Washington, D.C. for maybe their only opportunity to see the World War II memorial. And Poppy funds can also be used for that because it is strictly used for the veteran.
So the Honor Flights qualify for the poppies. I know the American Legion has very strict criteria about the what can be done with that funds that are raised with that. And one thing about that I'd like to comment on is the fact that it's transparent. All the money that's raised from that program goes directly 100% goes to help the veterans. Not one dime of it is taken for administrative use or to pay anybody that's distributing poppies. This is when you make a donation and you buy a poppy, every bit of that money, down to the last penny, goes to help veterans, period. And that makes it a lot different than a lot of the other charitable things that people do out there. And I really like that about the American Legion, because all their programs are that way. But this one's near and dear to the heart because it goes 100% to help the VA and R. And we really appreciate that. You know, the American Legion Auxiliary does a lot, and they're a big part of our American Legion family, and we appreciate you, and God bless you. The one thing I seen when I was down in Bloomington, I was at the Special Olympics, and I seen a lot of auxiliary members in action. Commander, can you touch on that a little bit when you was down there?
Oh boy, I really got my feet into it last year. I mean, I had a ball. Between hauling watermelons and water and food for all those kids down there, and they're just absolutely having the ball of their life. It was almost like me going back to grade school again when you didn't have a care in the world, watching these kids. And every last one of them is getting an award. Win, lose, or draw, they're all getting an award. But we're down there just a bunch of adults having fun taking care of kids. And it's just, you can't believe how much heartwarming it is when you're down there and you're watching these kids come up and they're smiling from ear to ear. And it just warms you inside and out. I watched a man sit there and cut watermelon. I mean, the guy has already had an accident sometime in his life. He lost about 1.5 fingers. And he scares the kids every now and then because they think he just chopped a finger off. He says, what did happen to me? But he's funny, but he makes them laugh because no, I didn't do that just now. You know, it happened a long time ago. But he has a ball cutting watermelon. That's all he does. Mm-hmm. For 3 days, I think it is.
2 days, yeah.
Yeah, he's cutting watermelon all the time. I'm thinking, after a while, you got to get tired of it. It doesn't bother him. He's done it for years.
He loves it.
It's just a fantastic 2 days spending with kids.
It's a wonderful program. I remember when I was down there, I couldn't believe how many volunteers were there. I was floored. I knew that program was out there, but I had no clue it was that large, and there were so many Legionnaire family members there. And when I say family members, I mean the Legion family was in big numbers there. And I remember one post had 24 members from Champaign Post that came down there and volunteered their time. That stuck in my mind because that's a lot from one post. Usually you get a few from here, a few from there, but they really take this seriously. Can you tell us a little bit more about what goes on down there?
Yes. Actually, my own unit, the Urbana unit, they usually send anywhere from 20 to 30 volunteers down there for the American Legion family. It is 2 days of absolute total gratification for us. We love to see these kids. All of the food, we offer a hospitality tent there for the contestants, and all of the food is donated either through cash or actual food from the American Legion family. We average around 1,000 pounds worth of dill pickles. The kids love the dill pickles. We have popsicles, we have watermelon, bananas, cookies, and they cannot wait to finish their event just so they can come in. And the volunteers love to work with them. They love all of this. They truly enjoy helping these young adults.
That's wonderful. You know, the American Legion and the American Legion Auxiliary, they do a lot for our youth. Now, the auxiliary, they do a lot for our youth, but what other programs do you have besides the many scholarships that you offer? What other things do you do for our youth?
Well, we also have a junior auxiliary, which are young ladies under the age of 18. We offer them scholarships as well as they get older, but we also offer them a junior conference. We teach them about flag etiquette, how to we teach them a little bit about the American Legion so that they know. We teach them throughout the year. They will make stationery kits to send to the VA homes. They will also distribute poppies. They will do what we call tray favors, which are small favors that are sent to the veterans centers, and they're put on the trays at the meals for the veterans. They love them. The girls color them, and the veterans love getting them. It makes them feel very loved.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of things that the auxiliary do. Veteran VA&R. Can you tell us a little bit more about the VA&R part of that too?
Yes, Veterans Affairs and Rehabilitation is a strong program. Obviously, it's one of our 4 pillars that we got from the American Legion. Through the VA&R program, we do a program called Christmas Gift Shop. Christmas Gift Shop is a program where we go out, we purchase Christmas gifts. We then take those Christmas gifts to the veterans' homes, we lay them out, the veterans can come through and choose gifts for their loved ones. We then wrap those gifts for them, and we either mail them or they keep them in their rooms until their visitors come to see them. They always ask, well, what do we owe you? We always tell them they owe us nothing. They gave more than they ever needed to give, and this is just a small way we can give back to them.
That's wonderful. You know, there's a lot of people that join the American Legion, they join the auxiliary, and they join the Sons of the Legion, but we all have different motivations and what triggered us to be a member of this wonderful family. What was it about the American Legion that appealed to you, and why did you join?
I joined at 1 day old. So
1 day.
1 day old, yes.
I waited 2 years old.
Yes. My parents were both members of the American Legion and American Legion Auxiliary.
You were literally still wet behind the ears.
That is correct. I absolutely was. Was. And my father's a World War II veteran. And of course, when you're small, you go where your parents tell you to go, and so you go to these meetings and you learn a lot, and then you go off to college and you kind of get away from it for a while. But you find that you miss it. So I came back to it after I had my family, and we have always been a very active family. My mother is a past state president of the American Legion Auxiliary. My sister is a past state president of the American Legion Auxiliary. I truly believe that we are the first family in the country to have 3 ladies to have been state presidents.
Got some history going on there.
Yes, we do.
That's wonderful. God bless each of you.
Thank you.